pleasure to be here this morning to interact with you, our customers. I would like to thank you for joining us for this session, which we have dubbed Gearing Up for a Productive 2022. Scanning the Environment and Forecast 2022. Our dear customers, we also appreciate you for your continued support to our business. Thank you so much. I believe that this year shall be far much better than the past few years that were ravaged by COVID-19. From the onset, I would like to emphasize on how much the bank values MSMEs, and we will remain committed to ensure the success of the industry. As KCB, we are also cognizant of the fact that MSMEs plays a major role in most economies, particularly in the developing countries. And therefore, we strive to deliver competitive financial solutions that meet your changing needs in terms of an individual and institutional customers across the country and beyond in your journey towards meeting and achieving our financial freedoms. MSME have shown resilience during and after the pandemic, and the future can only be brighter as the path to economic recovery has set on a positive trajectory. Let us therefore remain focused and thrive, taking advantage of all tools and strategies that have been made easily available by the government and the financial inclusion institutions, KCB included. In this regard, I would like to invite you to engage with us as we are committed to partnering and supporting you through offering customized and structured products and solutions. Our ambitions still remain to be the preferred bank, providing comprehensive financial solutions to MSMEs.
I'm also very happy to be with you today to interact with you. And I want to thank you for being our customers and for trusting us with your businesses. I believe it is also appropriate to say Happy New Year because it's the first time we are interacting this year, as much as it's already the second month of the year, as we look towards what the new year has for us. We would like to really engage on our prospects early in the year so that we can share this journey together as an organization and as our customers. I want to reiterate that KCB remains committed to MSMEs, and we want to strive to provide end-to-end solutions to your issues and to meet your needs and fulfill your growth aspirations in 2022 and beyond. This explains why we are here this morning. Over the past 2 years, we have been fighting to stay afloat following the health shock caused by the COVID pandemic, which eventually morphed into an economic crisis due to the shutdown of businesses. It has ravaged many sectors of the economy. However, what we would like to do is to be optimistic. I think when we compare 2020 to 2021 and we look at the economic data, things really did start recovering in the second half of 2021. In the third quarter of 2021, towards the end of the year, real GDP actually grew by 9.9% compared to a contraction in 2020. And the overall inflation for last year also declined. We saw remittance inflows rebound strongly by 24.2%. So in reality, we are seeing that rebound. And it has actually come in right at the end of the year, the third quarter of the year, the fourth quarter of the year, and we are optimistic about 2022 as well. Kenya's economy is expected to rebound more strongly this year of 2022 than initially thought. Actually, when what we are seeing is a very strong recovery. There was an Omicron scare in the month of December. But when you look at the positivity rates that we are seeing now of about 2%, it shows that clearly we have again improved tenfold from what we were seeing from highs of positivity rates of about 25%. So at 2%, I think and there's a lot more. I noticed that about 20% of our population, adult population, has now received the vaccine. So in reality, there is a lot of optimism. I think we are fighting Omicron well. We are growing our resilience. So Kenya's economy is expected to rebound strongly in 2022. Sectors such as finance, education, ICT, transport, manufacturing, trading, business are supposed to rebound according to the Central Bank of Kenya data and information. It is expected that there will continue to be huge investments in real estate and agribusiness sectors, and technology, which is becoming important for all of us, even in the SME sector, will continue to spark growth while driving other key sectors. The government will also continue supporting the infrastructure development from what we are seeing, as witnessed in the past 5 years. With the lifting of travel restrictions, we are seeing the hospitality, tourism, and hotel industry rebounding tremendously, leading to a recovery of that industry. And yesterday, I actually did meet somebody in that industry, and from the numbers they showed and from what they're seeing, they are very optimistic, and they can see that the hotel industry and the hospitality industry is also showing a rebound. So overall, I think we are very, very optimistic. I think we are turning the corner. We've seen the trends, we've seen the numbers, we are seeing our customers recover even in sectors that had been very badly ravaged. Now, I want to talk about our specific focus on the SME sector. We believe that the MSME sector holds the greatest sway in the trajectory that the Kenya economy will take in the coming years, and therefore the bank sees this sector as the strongest frontier for growth. Over 80% of jobs are going to come from here. Over 50% of GDP is going to be generated by this sector. While over the years, KCB has supported this segment, we do not believe we are where we should be. And therefore, we have been really stepping up, and we want to enhance our play as KCB to be the home of SMEs in the Kenya's banking sector. It is our greatest single area of focus. We are actually a universal bank. We have corporate bank. We are very strong in the corporate area. We are very strong. We are the #1 again in personal banking. We have the largest corporate book. But SME is our biggest area of focus. We have done well in SMEs, but we are absolutely focused. And this is our #1 area of focus. The SME customers, and you as our SME customers, are the area we want to give the greatest attention. And we started that in 2021, moving it from being #2 in our focus to be #1 in our focus. Last year, we made a lot of changes. We revamped our approval process for SMEs. We reviewed our approval TATs. We looked at the terms. We became more flexible in our terms. Some of our SMEs last year enjoyed better rates, even interest rates, than even corporate clients. So long as you are able to demonstrate that you are bringing in your business flows through us, your cash through us, and your other business through us. So SMEs are very competitive, and we did create a lot of flexibility even in your terms last year. We also empowered our branch managers last year to have greater decision-making power so they can make decisions on the floor. So along the entire KCB value chain, right from my office to Anastasia's retail director's office, all the way down to the branches, we have empowered our people so they can make decisions that can benefit you. The other thing we are very proud about the SMEs, in the last 2 years, the economy has been ravaged. But when we look at the performance of our book, and in terms of how people are repaying their loans, the commitment, we are seeing this sector as the most resilient. I want to congratulate our SME customers, all of you who are listening to me, and others for being very resilient. We have seen, in fact, the SMEs being the ones who are able to pay their facilities when corporates and other customers are complaining. And it is because we've seen that our SMEs are very flexible, they are resilient, they are able to adjust to the times, and they are able to make the necessary corrections where it is required. So I want to congratulate you and to thank you for your support. And it's because of this that we even feel even more committed to supporting our SME customers, even as we go into 2022. I want to assure you that we want to make even further commitments to this segment, and I want to remind you as our customers that you can partner with KCB for tailored financial and non-financial solutions. The sustainability of this sector is dependent on players such as KCB ourselves to fill in the gap by responding to your financial needs, and we are very cognizant of this, and we even want to listen a lot more to you We want to involve ourselves not just in financial partnership, but in non-financial partnerships, in things like training, in capacity building, and in every other way that is possible. By supporting our MSME customers access affordable financial services, we also hope to support the government efforts to stimulate small business growth and subsequently job creation. We cannot have a healthy and profitable financial sector if our once vibrant businesses are closing shop. So we don't want to close shops. We want to look for solutions for whatever challenges you're going through. The reality is that the future of the banks and the SME that are driving the economy are inextricably linked. So our future and your future is we actually joined at the hip. I believe that strong economies require healthy banks and also require healthy businesses. So we want to forge a strong alliance with you. And you are aware that last year we launched our Partner Kwa Ground campaign. We really want to partner with you. We want to walk this journey with you. We want to listen to you. We want to collaborate with you. We want to work on solutions with you. So our Partner Kwa Ground it's not just a slogan. It's really about partnership in everything that we are doing to be able to lift our businesses and also to lift our economies together as we contribute to employment and the growth of our economy. Over the years, we have also rolled out several programs to support our customers, joining hands with key industry players in these efforts. We will continue to forge such transformative solutions that will help support our MSME customers. Beyond the Partner Kwa Ground campaign, a lot has happened in our effort to support this approach. We have, for example, ensure that our customer-facing teams are training on our MSME proposition, covering areas such as credit scoring, sustainability, our focus on women through our women proposition, and we have relaxed a lot of our MSME lending criteria, just to name a few of our initiatives. I'm also happy to again say that your branch managers are now much more empowered. As I mentioned earlier, they have got more power. There are certain quick loans you require to be able to unlock a deal here and there. They have the limits to be able to improve the TAT and ultimately benefit you and give you a solid customer experience. As a bank, we understand that for a business to survive, financial services are not enough. Therefore, our Biashara Club is going to keep on extended non-financial services. We know that the Biashara Club has been impacted. We used to have a lot of travel to various countries as part of our exposures and experiences. But due to the restrictions on travel over the last 2 years, this has been somewhat hampered. However, that has not stopped us from looking at other opportunities to extend networking opportunities, trainings, and even something like this, which is a webinar. So we want to continue exploring other ways. Fortunately, travel is also opening up, so we'll also be looking into that now where possible. But we are looking for more opportunities where we can engage you as our MSMEs on tools and strategies that we can use to stay afloat and thrive after recession. One of the things I want to say is that when there have been recessions in the world, when there have been disasters, when there have been wars, of course, economies suffer. But subsequently, when things start picking up, those who see the opportunities actually end up doing very well. Even after wars, some countries were ravaged after war. But after that, there was a huge construction boom. Meaning there are always booms that follow after there has been a problem and after there has been a crisis. So I want to encourage you as our customers, as our SME customers, to open your eyes to opportunities. Even as time have been difficult, now we are seeing opportunities, and there'll be many opportunities opening up even in the post-COVID era. So I want to encourage you not to be discouraged by the recession, but to see opportunities that are coming up. Even as we have elections this year, there'll still be many opportunities to give a lot of services in this period. This year, we'll be holding over 80 sessions, which include trainings on the emerging trends in business, scanning the environment, building competencies, just to name a few. We will also have networking opportunities where you can build new business pipelines and partnerships. I don't want to take too long because I know we want to have a more interactive session and we'll hear from more people. But as I conclude, I would like to reiterate that KCB is very keen on MSMEs and ensuring that they are able to survive crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic. We look forward to a very successful 2022. We are optimistic. We are your partner. We will work with you. I call upon all of you to get in touch with us through our available physical and virtual avenues so that we can better support you meet your business ambitions. We want to hear a lot more from our customers. We want to get feedback on our Partner Kwa Ground campaign so that we can walk the journey together and so that we can win together. We don't believe that any one person seated in one place has got all the solutions. And we believe that it's through partnership, speaking to each other, listening to you, making the necessary adjustments. And a lot of the adjustments and a lot of the things that we did last year was actually based on listening to you, listening to focus groups, and trying to see what do our MSMEs really need. So I want to thank you very much, to wish you well and to wish you God's blessings in 2022 as we partner together for the success of your businesses and our business.
Thank you very much, Anastasia. Thank you, our Chief Commercial Officer, Sam Makome, for taking your time to join us in this session. Thank you, panelists, for your contribution and your responses to the questions. We do appreciate each one of you, and most importantly, our customers, for taking time to join this session. We really do appreciate that you are able to participate, to share your comments, to share your questions. We may not have responded conclusively on some of them. And so I encourage each one of you to please put your number on the chat. We will go through the chat questions and the numbers immediately after this session, and we will be reaching out to you to direct you and to give you guidance on what issues that you may be having and the questions that may not have been comprehensively answered in this session. So as we come to the end of this session, I wish to thank you all for joining and for being very engaging. And as reiterated by our guest speaker, the KCB Chief Commercial Officer, we as a bank are taking a very bold step to work with and support MSMEs in this country and beyond. We strive to continually provide end-to-end solutions that will meet your needs and fulfill your growth aspirations. So we greatly appreciate your custom, and we have made a commitment to be your partner for ground, to support you and to help you attain your business goals. So let's work together. If you don't have an account with us, please walk to the nearest branch. If you have any questions, feel free to engage the branch nearest to you, and we will be able to reach out to you and meet your needs to grow your business.